I got a text message from David Bowie. He wants his Aladdin Sane costume back, but he doesn't know if he lent it to you or you.
It was slightly more Ziggy than Aladdin Sane.
Yeah, a little bit both of them. So was it the inspiration?
Yeah, I thought a lot about a character who reinvents himself and constantly uses different characters and different personas to kind of hide behind. You're never quite sure who's the real character and who's not, and so obviously Bowie was a good reference for that.
How to approach a character like you? I mean, it's really difficult. It's like she has to be very bland, and she has to be beautiful, but just like
I hope she's not too bland.
But she has to have some subtleties because she's playing both sides. Well, how do you play that?
Well, I think Joe and I discussed her kind of discovering emotions for the first time. I think there's a lot going on with her. I think she's kind of exploring things, but she's, I think I like the idea of Castor and her playing against each other, or with each other, because he's so flamboyant and big, and she just kind of interprets everything and watches everything. But also the suit and the hair and the makeup kind of lent itself to a subtle, character.
I love the scene in the bar. I mean, it's like a mix between Phantom of the Paradise and the bar scene from Star Wars. Would you say that it's like that?
I don't know. I don't think it's sort of trying to echo anything else. It's sort of a unique in its own right. It's an extraordinary place, this end of line club that's a mile high up in the air, overlooking the city. I think what was extraordinary was the attention to detail in it. There were hundreds of people who were inhabiting the club, and each person, it was like a snowflake. Each person had their own hairstyle and makeup, and so that the attention to detail in creating a whole culture and a whole fashion was extraordinary. It was amazing to be a part of that, and to have Daft Punk up there playing music live for us was incredible.
You were the only character who never needed any makeup.
I know, exactly.
Yeah. Their suits were pretty lovely too, with the pink. It was a great suit.
But their look was kind of overhauled from film, because of course they were hugely influenced by the original Tron film in their look and their whole sort of persona. So they've been upgraded. It's Daft Punk 2.0 now.
Did you see the first one a long time ago? When did you see it?
I was 12 years old when the first one came out, and it had a huge effect on me. It was one of those formative cinema-going experiences where I was just ripe for being transported to another world, and especially that particular world, that kind of mixture of sepia, Fritz Lang, Metropolis, retro kind of look, and that futuristic thing, and it had a huge effect on me. So to be a part of this new version, it was amazing.
Did you end up even born?
No, it was not. If my mother had had me a little bit earlier, I might have been able to see it. But I was born that year, so I did not. I didn't see the film when it came out, and so I missed that kind of experience.
Did you know about it?
In all honesty, I didn't know about it until I met with Joe the first time, and I think as the process kind of started, and as we started filming, and at Comic-Con, I realized the fan base. I had no idea what I was getting myself involved with. I just thought the vision was beautiful, and I trusted Joe, and I'd seen his work, and I thought he was incredibly talented and unique, and I wanted to be a part of it. But I had no idea what I was getting myself into.
How did you, when you were talking about Comic-Con, what kind of reflection or a message from the fan do you get? Are they very expecting the movie?
It's just a huge excitement and anticipation. I mean, I consider myself a fan first and foremost, so it's the same reaction I've had, which is the idea. When I knew that there was a Tron legacy being made, I was really, really excited. And, you can't wait to see what comes out of the world. You want to see the things that you're familiar with from the first film, but you want to see where they've gone to now in the intervening time. And believe me, nothing will prepare you for what it's like to see this film. It's extraordinary.
And you don't have to be a fan, because I saw it as someone that didn't know it, and I think it really does stand alone. I understood it completely, and I was taken along for the ride as a fan would be. So I think it's something that can be for anybody.